Checking in with the Lady Flames basketball team before they head out to Las Vegas for Thanksgiving. A couple of top 25 opponents on the slate in Ohio State and Cal. Before we get to that, let's chat now with the head coach of the Lady Flames, Carey Green. And Coach, a little bit of a mini skid here right now after the 2-0 start. A couple of tough losses, most recently up at James Madison on Monday night. You had to be proud of the way your team fought back, though, in the second half after falling behind in that 33-8 run in the first half.
Yeah, we certainly dug ourselves a hole. The team never gave up, and we're finding out real quick that we got 4 quarters. You better play every quarter. We won the third quarter, won the fourth quarter, but that first quarter was pretty decisive and started cold, started slow, and that's not good combinations. Our competition is getting tougher. And most recently NC State and JMU on the road, and now we got Ohio State and Cal Berkeley lined up in front of us. It doesn't get any easier. We got to learn our lessons and move on to the next challenge.
You guys had a little bit of a slow start in the Elon game. You were able to overcome that one. The last couple of times you haven't been able to. What are you doing to emphasize to the girls to come out there and play hard from the beginning?
Well, we're talking about it, and we're calling quick hitter plays and things like that to try to get some energy. It's unfortunate. We're missing some shots, and we get down. Maybe we're putting too much emphasis on it, and we just got to be more consistent. And that's what we're not doing. We're not consistent with our offense or our defense. And when our offense doesn't click, we better be consistent with our defense.
In fairness, these are some pretty tough teams you're playing, too. I mean, an NC State team from the ACC, James Madison picked to win the Colonial, and then, like I said, you've got Ohio State and Cal coming up here. What kind of what are you going to get out of these games, you think, here? What do you think you're going to find out about your team?
Well, it does challenge us and reveals our character. Are we tough enough to hang with these type of teams game after game? Because you can look at their schedule, the Cal and the Ohio State, and they may have a South Carolina, but they don't have a continued challenges game after game like we have. It just reveals some areas we need to work on, and we're not ready for the NCAA. We're not ready for the Big South right now. We're just continuing to work on the fundamentals that we need to take care of.
Well, the good news is it's still November. You still have some time to get ready for those things. But when you look at some of your younger players that have come in, specifically thinking about a Brooke Alexander on Monday night at JMU, have you been encouraged by some of those young ladies?
Yeah, they've got to gain my confidence in them. They're giving a great effort, and I just got to get more comfortable with them and with their consistency. They're learning a program. They're playing at a higher level, and challenges for them as they try to move into Division I type of competition. Brooke is doing an excellent job. KK Barber is coming off the bench and helping us. We really have a lot of confidence in Molly Reagan and, all the freshmen are really bringing a lot of energy. I just got to get to them a little earlier. It seemed like they are bringing the energy that helps us on our runs, and that was the case against both Elon and NC State, and actually yesterday game JMU. They cut into the lead and had it down to like 11 points with about 3 minutes to go, and it was with a bunch of freshmen on the floor. So they're giving us a good effort. If they can just get a little more comfortable in execution of our offense and defense, and we'll be okay.
Well, last couple of things here. Let's look at the opposition coming up this week in Las Vegas. Friday, you start with Ohio State, a team that likes to shoot the three, specifically Kelsey Mitchell. 15 three-pointers for her in 4 games this year. How much of a challenge is she going to present?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I think, Nick, she led the nation in scoring last year, so she really stretches your defense. So she'll shoot 6 to 8 feet behind the three-point line. She's an outstanding ball player. It's really hard to guard someone like that, that far out on the floor. So, she's a major concern for us, but there's 4 other players that we need to play very well against and contain them and throttle them down to be successful. They're a very talented team and hard to really scout, to tell you the truth, other than the personnel. As far as what they run and what they execute on offense is hard to scout because it's sort of freelance, street ball, a little bit of backdoor stuff, and No, we just got to play an A game and don't come out flat. We got to make our free throws, rebound well, and if we're not doing that very well, let's be consistent on the defensive end.
And lastly here, I don't want to get too far ahead, but Cal, a team that's 4-0 to start the season, also in the top 25, and they can shoot the three and they can rebound the ball as well. That looks like they're going to stretch out a little bit too.
You know, right now they may be the most balanced team that we've played against. I think they have 4 or 5 players in double figures, and their post can run and very athletic. They've got the best balance, and they played some good competition. I think they've went to Louisville and won at Louisville, and you know, they've just done an outstanding job.
Well, Coach, we certainly wish you the best of luck coming up here. And actually, I got to ask you this too: what are the Thanksgiving Day plans for dinner?
Well, Sarah Baru's taking care of that. You know, you're in Vegas, and they're known for some crazy things, and one of the crazy things is that their food is just great. You know, and she's got something lined up. I'm certain that a big turkey feast. We have talked about it. I cannot remember right offhand where it's at, but it will be delicious, I'm certain.
Well, I'm sure Sarah will take good care of you guys out there. Well, safe travels to you, and look forward to seeing you back here in Lynchburg.
Thank you.